I wouldn't be spoken word unless I got like a little political for a second, right?
Yes!
And it's election season, so. Yeah. Dear Donald Trump.
Oh.
First, I'd like to get on your level. That's better. I don't know if you'll listen. You probably consider my breath to be a worse pollutant than the 5,000 million tons of CO2 that the U.S. emits yearly. After all, I am a child of an immigrant. I am a mixed-race American. I am a lesbian. I am middle class, and I am a minority. But I'm going to speak anyway, whether you listen or not. After all, if you become president, you'll be hearing a lot from us. Because when you say my father, who as a 12-year-old walked through and almost died in a desert to get to this country, doesn't deserve to be here, you are saying that I don't deserve to be here. When you say my father is a rapist, when you say my father is a murderer, when you say my father is a drug dealer, when you say my father is ruining this country, that makes me angry. Because tens of thousands of Muslim Americans are doctors. And I know if you showed up dying with God yelling, "Batter up," to your last American dream of a breath, they would put everything aside to save your life because their Muslim God would urge them to. And when you say they are terrorists, when you say they are members of ISIS, that makes me angry. Because my cousins, Julie and Annette, and my uncles, Alec and Evan, and countless other Americans have disabilities. And while they are some of the happiest and most beautiful people I have ever met, they hurt when they are mocked. And when you use them as a sick excuse for a joke, that makes me angry. Because my brother is nearly the same age that my father was when he left everything he knew to start over in America. And my brother asked my mother if we as a family would have to leave everything we've known if you became president. Because he thinks it would be too complicated. Because he thinks it would be too stressful. Because he thinks it would be too dangerous for his gay sister and his immigrant father to live in a country with a president like you. And that makes me angry. Because those are scenarios that have run through my little brother's head. And that makes me angry and worried and sad. Because there are other children in this country asking their mothers the same question. I bet my father, who tried so desperately to get to this country, would have never guessed that his children would feel unsafe in America, and that makes me angry. They say you only see 10% of a person based off of what's on the surface. However, the thing is, Mr. Trump, I wouldn't... Your surface layer is so riddled with landmines. I wouldn't dare stick the blade of my shovel into your dirt for fear of what might lie underneath. So, Mr. Trump, I hope I never have to address you as President Trump. But let me stand up. You are my equal as a human being. And thank heavens, it is not my job to judge you, but it is my job to vote. And you sure as hell don't have mine.